Okay, so coming up to red lights, mirrors, speed by braking, clutch down, tyres on tarmac with the car in front, and gently braking. Tyres on tarmac, handbrake neutral. I'm in the left lane so people can overtake me on the right. The two lanes go straight on. The other lane also does turn right. I've decided to use the left lane because I'm not overtaking, so I call it the non-overtaking lane. The lane on the right is overtaking. In England, we overtake on the right, dual carriageways, motorways. We overtake on the right and then we make our way back to the left when it's safe to do so. I call it magnets in the curb. Should always be magnetised towards the curb if you're driving normally. If you're turning right or overtaking, that's the time that you can be away from the curb. But other than that, you should be magnetised towards the curbs. Okay, so I'm checking my mirrors quite a lot here because I'm concerned about bikes or scooters undertaking me or overtaking me, or just the general behaviour of the people around. So just checking my mirrors now. I'm going to prepare the car because I've been waiting for a long time. So mirrors, checking for bikes, scooters and any other bad behaviour from anyone else. Checking the pedestrian, see if she's going to stay there. Concerned about potholes. Checking the area and scanning the area for the pedestrian crossing. Careful of the car on the left. Checking my mirrors. Zigzag lines, no parking, no overtaking. Checking my mirrors, following the road, the main road round to the right, the major road round to the right. Keeping excellent position as I go round. Checking my mirrors. Scanning the area for any danger. There's a pedestrian crossing up ahead. Checking my mirrors. This is a pelican crossing, so the light is going to go to an amber flashing. That means give way to pedestrians on the crossing. There is no pedestrians on the crossing, so I can go speed by brake, speed by gear into second, off brake, clutch coming up so I don't coast round the corner, overrun round the corner, which means no gas, going straight on at the junction, mirrors. Speed by braking, clutch down, stopping before the cycle lane. And because I've only just stopped and it's only just gone red, handbrake neutral, relaxing. Holding the steering wheel as I wait, just in case anybody hits me behind. I want to have control if anybody hits me. Checking my mirrors, checking the area, scanning the area for pedestrians, scanning the area for bikes and undertaking people. There is probably quite a lot of drunk people in Cheltenham at the moment because of the races, so I need to be very careful of pedestrians. This is a crossroads, traffic light controlled. I've done a whole video about this if you want to go and have a look at it. I'm going straight on. So officially speaking, I've got priority to go straight on, but I do need to really check the junction to make sure that I'm still safe. Green means go if safe. So yes, I'm going to be quietly and confidently going forward, but I am going to check my safety as I go forward in case anybody has run red lights. I'm going to start to prepare the car because the other traffic has had some time to go now. So yeah. Checking my mirrors for bikes and undertaking scooters and overtaking scooters. Quietly but confidently going, ooh, okay, checking my mirrors. So there you go. So you have to be very, very careful because the person on the right actually overtook me on the crossroads. Checking my mirrors. Looking nice and far ahead. I can see a queue of traffic coming up, checking my mirrors. Lots of roads on the left and the right. This is a 30-mile-an-hour road, but I cannot go anywhere near that because of traffic density. Mirrors, slowing down soon for the traffic jam, mirrors. Speed by braking, clutch down. Keep clear. I know this road, so I know that I need to be on the right to go straight on because the 12 o'clock theory doesn't work here, mirrors. I think I can fit on the other side. The 12 o'clock theory states that if you're going straight on, 8 times out of 10 you'd be on the left to go straight on. So there, a couple of times out of 10, you're going to be on the right to go straight on, checking all of the mirrors to see if there's anything undertaking or overtaking, and I've got a mark on the floor to warn me about bikes. The 12 o'clock theory does not work here, see it written on the floor, so straight on is on the right hand lane because I can't turn right at this junction as well, so they've organised it and designed it that way. Coming up to parked cars, checking my mirrors. Property is more important than paint, so if I need to go over the line or be on the line slightly to look after property, then that's fine, checking my mirrors. And I can come back in now. I can drive over the empty car parking spaces if they are empty, that's okay. Warned about bikes, written on the floor. Parked cars here, worried about car doors opening. Checking my mirrors to the right. Property is more important than paint, so if I need to go over the line a little bit, then I'm allowed to, as long as there is enough space and I'm still abiding by priority rules. Checking my mirrors to the left, going straight on at the next junction at this funny little complex junction, keeping to the left with the mirrors. Speed by braking, braking, braking. Clutch down. Tyres on tarmac. Braking, braking, and stopping. Handbrake out of third, resting. Traffic lights on the left are mine. Traffic lights on the right are for the other lane. Checking my mirrors. Lots and lots of pedestrians around here. I need to check the junction before I go to make sure that no one's run any red lights or anyone is running across the road or anything. I'm checking my mirrors to see if there's any undertaking vehicles or overtaking vehicles like bikes and scooters. Preparing the car, finding the biting point for the hill start. Priority arrow. So if you see an arrow, that's a really cool thing because it's a priority arrow. I checked the junction to see if I could go, just in case there was any people coming through a red light. Checking ahead. Yeah, so the green filter arrow is basically a priority arrow. Obviously be very careful, but it is a priority arrow. So if you're turning right and you get an arrow, bonus. Don't have to give way to anyone. Everybody else is held on red, so obviously check your safety. Mirrors to the left, signals to the left. Speed by braking, braking. Park car very close to the side of the road there. Clutch down. Second gear, looking into the turn. Yeah, that looks okay. Checking my right mirror to overtake, nice and slow. Property is more important than paint, so of course I went over the line a bit. Looking ahead, it's not my priority. Looking ahead. There's someone coming, speed by braking, clutch down, pulling in gently. First gear. Checking my mirrors. Looking ahead. Cautious about oncoming people, Checking my mirrors. Lots of potholes around here. Blech. Checking my mirrors. Going to avoid that one. Blech. Avoid these ones. Mirrors to the left to go around the bend, looking really far ahead. Anticipation is wondering about car doors opening, wondering about bikes coming towards me, wondering about cars coming towards me, wondering about car doors opening, did I say that already? Wondering about pedestrians walking out, kids, maybe cats. Checking my mirrors. Bollard tells me how to position the car. Very useful if I'm turning right at very complicated junctions. I have made videos about that before. At the end of the road, turn right, mirrors. Signal, concerned about somebody coming into this turn because there's parked cars very close to the junction. Going to go down into first gear now. Oh good, okay, he's moved. I was about to talk about what to do then. So it's closed junction, so I need to be very careful. Checking to see if I can go. Peep and creep, yeah, looks okay. Very closed T junction. Closed means you can't see, mirrors. Concerned about car doors opening, looking nice and far ahead. I'm going to keep this confident position so people get out of my way because I'm committed to this space, looking at the gap, Thank you. Looking at the gap, checking my mirrors to the left. Looking ahead, making a plan. What am I going to do? I am going to stop for oncoming vehicles if I need to. Checking my mirrors to the right. Looking ahead, doesn't look like there's anyone else. Going to be cautious with my speed. Still worried about people opening their car doors. Still worried about people coming out from side roads. Looking far ahead. Pedestrians. Looking really far ahead. There's a blue car. What's my plan? Going to stop before the parked vehicle if I need to. Mirrors. Speed by braking. Looking ahead. It's not my priority here. Do I need to use the gap before the white car? Looking. Concerned about people on the road on the right coming out. Concerned about people coming round the bend. Looking nice and far ahead. Checking my mirrors to the left. Overrun. I was committed to that. There was nothing else I could do apart from overrun or come to a stop if he had continued to come at any more speed. Mirrors. Turning right, mirrors to the right, signal to the right, overrun, speed by braking, avoiding potholes. Oncoming people have priority. Moving now my position to the right when putting my signal back on. No one oncoming, looking ahead. Yeah, he's giving way to me. Thank you very much. So I had to really look into the turn then. God, the potholes are really bad. I've had to really get round those. Concerned about people coming around the corner, mirrors to the left. Overrunning, which means no gas. There's a parked vehicle, mirrors. Speed by braking, looking ahead. There is somebody coming, I'm going to pause here. Leaving enough space, checking my right mirror to wait. Checking my right mirror, no one there. Coming up to the biting point. Slowly for I'm forced to go through this pothole. Okay, parked cars on both sides officially means that there's no priority, so I need to be careful. I need to pull into gaps if there's anybody coming, pedestrian in the road. Mirrors. Concerned about people entering the road because there's parked cars very close to the closed junction. Mirrors to the right. Signal to the right, loads of potholes again. Ugh. Nice and slow for the potholes because I'm forced to go through them. Okay, so turning right at this crossroads, it's extremely busy. Trying to get myself into good position. And pedestrian nearby as well. It's really, really busy. Is anybody going to be nice? No, I can't go, thank you. Thank you for trying. It's really nice of you, but I couldn't go. Thank you. Oh, are you going to, no? You going to do it? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So he was like, yeah, you can go. And then he was like, no, you can't. And then he was like, yeah, you can. I was like, all right, like, just make up your mind, love. Like, you know, it's absolutely fine. Tyres on tarmac with the car in front. Checking all the way around. Checking all mirrors. For undertaking vehicles and overtaking vehicles. Scanning the area for the pedestrian crossing, which is Puffin, PUF, pedestrian user friendly. There's extra sensors all over it to know about the pedestrians. I've made a whole video about that. That's an intelligent crossing. It knows about the pedestrians because of all the sensors. Pelican doesn't, that's why it has an amber flashing light, because it's done on a timer. Checking really far ahead. This is probably the first road that I might be able to do the speed limit. I'm doing 27 at the moment, checking my mirrors. Keeping good distance from the person in front. You've probably heard about the 2-second rule. If it's raining, 4-second rule. If it's snowing, ice and snow, then it could be up to 10 times the amount. Thinking about the roads on the left. Pedestrians. Overrun. Speed by braking, 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 braking. I'm in third, braking, braking, braking. Concerned about side roads, concerned about the pedestrian, concerned about the cyclist. Mirrors. Double mini roundabout, mirrors. Speed by, braking, braking, braking. If it's clear, second gear, braking, braking, braking. Braking, braking, clutch down, second gear. Off brake, clutch coming up. If it's clear, second gear. Checking, checking. It's a mini roundabout, but there's a curb in the middle, so I am going to signal to leave. Mirrors to the left. Signal to the left would be very helpful to the oncoming people. That's optional, but it's quite nice. I'm like really telling people. My rule is if there is curb in the middle, then you can signal when you leave. That was technically a mini roundabout, so it could be argued that you don't need to signal out of a mini roundabout, but my personal rule is if there's a curb in the middle, then signal out, because it's big enough for a curb, so it's big enough to tell the oncoming people that you're leaving. May as well do it, may as well be helpful. A signal is for other people. A signal is not for you, you know where you're going. A signal is for other people to benefit from it, and I felt that they could benefit. All right guys, so I'm at Sainsbury's now, so yeah, this is a time that I can stop because I'm going to go and get something. So I really hope this has helped you. At this traffic light there's a green filter arrow, so if it was to stay on a green filter arrow that would give me priority to turn right. If it was a green circle I'd have to wait in the middle to give way. Like I say, there's a whole video about crossroads and how to turn right in my playlist on YouTube. Alright guys, yeah, so I really hope this helps you today, and I'll see you on the next video.